Hey guys, it's me. I thought I will come to you guys with this short video, but very, very powerful and important video. And I hope you guys get a lot of good nugget from it. Now, let me tell you the reason why I am making this video for you guys in particularly is because one of my closest long-term clients, pretty much burst into tears and is being sad for X amount of days. And we were trying to figure it out what was holding her back with her program. And then she revealed and shared with me that she's been very sad and very much crying for days, given that her mother's illness and her grandmother health status and whatnot. So, with that said, this is pretty much the similar tool that I wanted to share with you that we're going to use to overcome when we get to those points that tear is really the only way we can express ourselves. Now, I'm going to go over these three different areas, but first, I want to share with you guys something that I preach and evangelize a lot, which is writing creates clarity. And with that said, at the end and throughout this video, I want to encourage you guys to write a journal, to carry notes, to make notes, to review notes, because writing creates clarity. Things that look simple might be more complex than you think, or things that you think are too hard to solve, to overcome, might be simpler than you think. Okay, so pretty much when we get into the state of fear, to the point that we cry because we don't know what to do, we get out of the state that we don't make progress. So we come from achieving to a level of misery, and it's very taunting. It kind of slows down and sometimes it paralyzes you. Okay, so the first thing is the me part, where we need to take care of ourselves in order to be able to service to others. And sometimes it's this little relation between going from the comfortable side of things to the uncomfortable side of things. Most likely, what you need to do, what you need to actually execute, is something that you're not comfortable with, and however you deeply inside know that you need to do it. So, in order to get out from this pleasant state that you're comfortable living your day in day out, and that can be with your workout, it can be with your eating, it can be with your conversation, with your relative, with your friends, with your coworkers. In order to move forward, in order to kind of get on to the next level, you need to have those tough and get into this uncomfortable situation, and at time might be painful. Okay, but that's what's gonna get you out of that rod, in terms of you achieving a level that you can actually be able to be a service to other. And like I always said, it's hard to pour out of an empty cup. Okay, now the next thing is when you're dealing with what we call them, right? And that can be, in this case, your parents, it can be your kid, it can be a coworker, or even your boss. Okay, now on this is where we're actually kind of on a jam, we're rolling, we feel successful, what I call in a level of ecstasy. That's where you want to be at. Uh, but you still, now it's not about you, there's a second party involved, right? Now on this part, you know, you go for something that is certain, because you're driving and you're moving and you somehow hit a roadblock, and it becomes something obscure, dark, that you're not sure, and it's uncertain. And that's when I started earlier by saying writing creates clarity. It kind of helps you clarify, create a roadmap, a blueprint, so you can move forward. Okay, so when you're dealing with other people, it's always good to journal. Are these people, is this project, is this new assignment, is this new job that I'm looking for in alignment with myself, or am I going to fall back into misery? Okay, because at the end of the day, we're on this earth to provide service. That's our rent, that's our payment to be living day in, day out on this earth, right? So you always got to check yourself. Don't let another day pass by without feeling like you're worthwhile. So if you're feeling on the rod, like you're in a funk because somehow in the back of your head you're having issues with your kids and it's messing up with your health, either GI system or bone muscle aches, or you just don't feel your mojo to go out for a walk or even go take the dogs for a walk, go back to this. Me first, figure it out what you need to do, and then figure it out what you need to actually execute and work with them. Okay, I hope you're following me so far. Now, the third and last piece is where we get to. I love this side because you get to an euphoria state of mind and living because you feel fulfillment. And a lot of my clients, especially my past clients, not so much because they're older, they're in like in their 60s and later, you know, older than me, but they have accomplished, they have achieved, they have paid kind of like their dues, and they have reached some ecstasy where now they have managed their kids or sold their companies, or managed employees, or dealt with their siblings issues, and now they're at a level of fulfilling to where they feel euphoric. However, there are times that they also go into dark holes, and that euphoria becomes a dark cloud. Okay, and that's where you have to start becoming more than ever vulnerable to who you really are, to what you stand for, especially in this two level, because those are your measurement, those are your gauge of who really matters, who's very valuable in your life, that is going to actually elevate your life, because you want to come up with, and I'm doing this sideways, you want to come up with people that are going to elevate along with you. So it's not like you're going to be leading, you're not going to be pushing, you're going to be working shoulder to shoulder, side by side, elevate. So you want to be able to identify those people. And here's an easy way that, believe it or not, my mom taught me years ago. I don't know, like 10, 12 years ago. I've been here in the States so long I don't remember. Every time I talk to her, she gave me a little lesson. But pretty much this is where we're at the state of euphoria you live in, where before you were given help, you were helping your kids, you were helping your staff, your CFO, whatnot. You were giving help, and now you're fulfilled enough that you can ask for help because now you're older. It's what I call the circle of life, right? So when you were a baby, you were asking, you were needing for help, food, change, diaper change, whatever. And now as you're getting older, you're vulnerable. You really don't care of what others are thinking, because the most valuable people, the most valuable things are with you. And you don't mind asking for help versus giving help. Okay? So again, if you get on that dark moment where you're like, oh my God, what's going on with my life? Just kind of regroup. Read your journal. Read your notes. Review them. Okay? And then the other thing is, go to those people, and this is one thing that my mom taught me, that work with you in your birth years, in your early years, and the people that you want to have at your funeral, which is interesting because one of my colleagues had that exercise earlier this year when we were powering masterminding together. But those are the key people that you want to ask for help. In my case, it's Mario, as you guys know it. We've been friends for 20, 30 years. Okay? So who is that person for you? Who are those individuals for you that you can ask for help, for support? Okay? And again, this is all based of keeping a journal, a life journal. And I'm not talking a workout journal, a nutrition journal, a life journal. And a journal, and we'll go over it next time later on, it's gonna be such an amazing tool to have. And I keep my journals for 5+ years back because it's great to reread them and see how much growth and evolution you've done over the years. But if you're right now dealing with a problem, or kind of feeling on a funk because of your parents or your kids or your finances or your work, you just don't like where you're at right now in your career, go through this. First me, them, and us. So there's a strategy, even though it's an emotional journey, there's a strategy to follow along so you can move forward and actually live a fulfilling life, creating an impact for the future. Okay, I hope this helps. Definitely comment below if you need me to help you more individual, more specific to your situation through this. But it all starts with clarity, writing it, reviewing it, and really analyzing what's going in from the inside out. Okay, I hope you found this helpful, and I'll talk to you guys very soon to go over what is it about a journal and how to do one and why. Okay, talk to you guys later. Bye.